having for today. Can you see? That's why I say we have to work faster than time. So day two, we are working on relation advanced workflow plus virtual assistant use. If you notice that I wrote it plus virtual assistant use. Now it is because this is not only for virtual assistant. This is for virtual assistant and for other people that want to use it. So advanced workflow and also for virtual assistant use. What we are going to be learning today, we are going to be creating, we are going to be adding relation and roll up. Then you are going to create two related database, add relation property to connect them, connecting one database to the other, using rollup to show project status or task count. Then moving on to dependencies. We talk about what are going to be dependency, using data and formula or status logic to simulate. Then we can also bring in third-party template or formulas. Then we create task and project tracking. We are going to set up a task and project tracking from beginning from start to finish in this class. So that's why I want us to be quick. By 9 o'clock sharp, I want us to be done with this first two sections because this part are going to be taking a lot of time. So we are going to add duty. We are going to move on to this. So enough of the introduction talk. The link I sent to you guys last time on what we worked on, which was Skill Africa Virtual Assistant Launchpad, I've already unpublished it. So if you are going through the link now, you may not be able to get it, except if you have the copy already. So for our class to be faster, I've already added some items to the board. So I'm going to be opening it now for us to see. I hope I'm not talking too faster. Please, when I ask question, let me get the answer ASAP so so we can yes. So I'm sure all of us know what this was. This is where we stopped last week on Friday. So now, if you can see that there's a little bit of update on this task on this desktop that we have here. Why is this thing doing me like this? I'm coming. I need to check my mouse. One of my mouse is giving me issue. Yeah, this is better. So this is, can you share it so we can? Of course, I can share it. I can share it. I can share it. Okay, I just slow down a bit. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'm going to adjust my speed. Don't worry, I'm going to adjust my speed. Yeah, this thing has started again. Okay, so I'm going to click on share now. I'm going to share it with you guys. But if I share it, I don't want you guys to be dilly dallying one screen, another screen, one screen, another screen. So you can't see the screen. You can see the screen. No, check again, please. Help me to check again. You will see the screen probably. Check the link in the comment section. I just dropped the link. So that's the link. So let me know if you have opened the site. Anyway that I've opened the site, you let me know so we can continue. If you can see, I've added some items to this. So I'm going to take you through the process I did to add all these items to it. Now, remember the last time we created something, we created projects, project one, project two, etc. etc. But this time around, I took the liberty to adjust it from just project to budget to use something more realistic that everybody can be familiar about, can be familiar with rather. So here it is. I created a budget. Good, you've opened it. Thank you, Babajide. I created a budget. Now, if you can see this icon I'm clicking on right now, this icon that shows plus icon. Can also add another table onto this section. Now, there's a mistake I make when I was creating this budget. I deleted this title. Now, because I deleted this title, I will not be able to do some stuff that I need to do in this class. So for me to be able to regain that back, I just have to click on this plus and click on table. So it's going to duplicate everything here, everything on this first place to this place. Now, to edit this, we are already in today's class already. So I want to show you how to use relations and roll up. So this, we have created it now. We are going to have to edit this database testing to budget because it is budget that we are working with now. Yes, I know that you guys have seen it. So I'll just go ahead to delete this. Now, back to where we start from. So we want to create roll ups and relation. Now, we are going to work with relation first. This is our title. Remember, I said once you create a table inside a page, that page automatically becomes a database. Yes, if you can remember that, I said that clearly. Once you create a table on a page and you turn that table to a database, the page has already become a database already. Now, once you add an item under the title list, you can the open the open section will be added automatically. That's the way Notion works. This is just to help you save stress. Because once you scroll down, if you want to add anything, you see the wrote new page. So once you click on new page, it has the page has been opened already. I just have to click on open monthly shares. Now, remember I taught you how to add properties. This is property one, property two. The property I added here is category. Now, how did I add this category? This is what I did. I came to this plus icon, then I went to this particular icon that I added here is under status, under select rather. Is it select? Now, select is when you can select one particular thing instead of just clicking on status that we select multiple stuff. This select will help you click on one particular item. Am I spinning? So I've added the select onto that place. So I added the select, then I renamed it from select to category. Now, this is budget. This is monthly share, house rent, savings, Upwork, Connect, books, merriment or outing, cat food, gym subscription. These are the list of items. Let me say I spend money on monthly. These are everything I spend. Some of the items I spend money on monthly. Now, each of these items is going to fall under one particular category. Now, this is going to fall under investment category. This monthly share is going to fall under investment category. Now, this house rent is yearly house rent for saving that goes towards that yearly house rent every month. So I'm going to add this as what? Fixed. This one is going to be under fixed cost because the house rent is fixed already. Savings is going to be under savings here. Upper Connect is going to be under investment. Books are going to be under investment. This merriment or outing are going to be under before let me don't let me talk too much. So these are the categories that we have. Guilt-free spending. Any spending that you spend that is not adding that you're not getting how will I call it, you're not getting more money back from it. But you just spend it so that you'll be happy. Like you are not working just for working sake, but you want to spend for to enjoy your life. It's going to be under guilt-free spending. Then investment is that money that any particular budget what is this? Okay. Any particular budget that you put into an account to generate more income for you is investment. So fixed costs, these are costs of things that you cannot slash the price. It is the way it is, except you don't want to survive for that month. Now, savings is separate. Savings are the money you keep one side that you will not touch, except the need is necessary. So now, this monthly share is going to fall under. What is this monthly share going to fall under from these four item I list? I want to know if you people are following me. Okay, very good. Investment. It's going to fall under investment. Thank you for that, Fakayode. It's going to fall under investment. House rent is going to fall under fixed cost. Saving is going to fall under savings. Upper Connect is going to fall under investment. Books is going to fall under investment. Merriment or outing is going to fall under duty-free spending. Fast food is going to fall under fixed cost. Gym subscription is going to fall under fixed cost. Loan repayment is going to fall under fixed cost. Electric bill is going to fall under fixed cost. Data subscription, fixed cost. Water, same as fixed cost. Fuel, fixed cost. Gas, fixed cost. Foodstuffs, fixed cost. Transportation, fixed cost. So as you can see, everything has a category. Everything has been kept in a category. Now, I'm not supposed to add this progress. What is the next thing that we need to add into a how would I call it? It is going to be the amount spent, amount budget and amount spent. It's not even writing anything. Yeah, budget and actual spend. Thank you very much. So I'm going to have budget on one side, actual spend on the other side. Now I have to edit this budget further. Mm-mm. Number, number format, just ordinary number. I'm going to leave it like that because there's no naira there. So I'll leave it as a number format like this, which is good. So let's say monthly sales. I spent 50,000 naira. Yeah. House rent 45. Savings, Oppo Connect, books, merriment or outing, gym subscription, cash food. Please be following me. I cannot just be saying everything as I'm typing it. No repayment. Let's say I borrow loan now and I want to repay it back. And the particular amount I want to repay back is, let me say, 15K. I think I no go put myself for debt. Electricity bill, water. Water is going to be, let me just put, okay, 2,800. Fuel, 10K. Data subscription, 13. Gas, source, foodstuffs, transportation. Yes, I don't go out. I don't. Don't worry. Where I stay, I'm staying in Milori, so don't worry. The life is not something like that. People that are staying in Lagos, people are not enjoying life. Too. People are suffering. So this is so funny. So moving on, this is the budget. Budget I have now. Move on to what will I call it? Actual amount, number, actual spent, number, of course, number. Great. So monthly shares. Sometimes some months I may just go. Let me adjust this money I want to use to buy shares, and I can go as low as 30K. Okay. Then house rent, no, that one is undebatable. That one is undebatable. And savings, it's still debatable. I need to have something that will save me too. So I cannot be saving savings that cannot save me. You get? So I can just 100K it like that. Then the next thing, Upwork Connect, this one is undebatable. It's either I top up to it or I reduce it. And most of the time, I usually top up to it. At last, let's say 30K. Then books, this one too is undebatable. The price is fixed. This one too is always undebatable. I need to enjoy my life now. I cannot keep myself. Now, cat food. Now, some months I may buy, some months I may not purchase it. So for this month, let's leave it at zero. Gym subscription. Gym subscription. I cannot do without it. I'm a gym rat. Even when I was not feeling fine yesterday, on Friday, I still went to the gym. Loan repayment. Now I'm not owing anybody. I don't want to owe anybody. Electricity bill, 15K. No, and sometimes 12K. I'm not staying in Lagos, my people. So if you are worrying about the electricity, I'm not staying in Lagos. The water, this is undebatable. Usually 10K at the end of the month. Fuel, depends. But most of the time, 20. Gas. Gas is around 6,000. Then foodstuffs, transportation. Now, this is good. Now, imagine I want to remove all this. I'm going to remove all this because as I'm scrolling up and down, they are distracting my attention. So I'm going to remove this. Yes, yes, it's okay like this. Nothing too much. Day two, night two. Good, good. Since we've learned about it, so I'm going to be removing them. Good. This is good like this. So everything is compact on one page like this. So we have our title, we have our category, we have our budget, then we have our actual spend. Now, we also need to add other things to it. For example, what am I going to add now? Okay. Now, this is let me leave this as this first. Now I have to create another database. Remember, I said we are going to be working on relation and roll up. So I want to add relation and roll up to this now. This is our first database, our well-created database, apart from that one we did last time. So this is database projects. In what I wrote here, I wrote we are going to be creating I know that we are going to be creating two databases, which is tax and projects, but I don't know. I just think about money most of the time. How to make more money. So that's why I just have to just leave this thing as money. I can't stress myself. So once I've created budget, now I have to create income, where the money comes from. So I'm going to create another database inside this same major database that we have. So let's go about that. I'm not going to be explaining what I'm going to be doing to you guys, but I'm sure that you guys already understood it already, if you were here in the last class. Because explaining this is going to be taking time. And if I want to explain it, I have to be rushing you guys into the database. Just be following my steps one after the other. That's why I say you should not worry about the link. Just be looking at the screen. That's the best thing. The name. So what am I going to rename it as? What are we naming it as? So income. Una don dey sleep. Good. Very good, very good. Money. Everything money. Good. So now we have income. Mhm. Income. Now this title, happy, 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 happy. So this title, I'm going to rename it to Mostly for the Wicked. I am not wicked, though. I am only looking for money. So income, the title of our income is going to be, the title is going to be source. Yeah, source. Now, this I'm going to move this from this text to edit property to the budget table is at the top. I'm going to scroll up to you, don't worry. We are in this case, we need to create two table, two database inside the same page. So this is income, budget is at the top. Now I'm going to add another property here. I'm going to change this column from just normal text property to, let me see. I think I should leave it as select. Yeah, select. So this select is going to be income source mode. Yes, mode of work. Yeah. So option to the mode of work, freelancing, freelancing, contract rules. What is am I in? So okay, freelance contract rule, part time, yes, part time, hourly, yes, hourly rules, mode of work. That is it. Those are the three I'm going to be adding there. I'm going to skip any necessary stuff like that. Then I'm also going to add another what do you call it here? Let me see. Another select option here, which is going to be title of work, type of work. Yeah. So currently I work as a virtual assistant. Virtual assistant to learn video the and speech creators. Very good. So we have source of income, automation expert. Good, 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 good. Good. But I'm not the one that I did not take on that role because I had too much on my plate. So I have source of income, mode of work, is the mode of work freelancing, contracts, and this type of work. So the first source of work I'm going to be adding is Upwork. I think this okay. Source Upwork, Fiverr, Linked, LinkedIn. What do you call this? So one of the company I work with is this. Okay. Another is also and last one is yes. So these are my source of income. Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Developer Africa, CME Global, RGG Incubator. Only me. Do you know amount of work you have to put in the work to be able to get to this stage? Don't worry. Once you can, yes. Once you can put in the work, you'll be able to get all this sort of income. This is just even small. If you calm down, don't worry. The mode of work, this Upwork, freelancing, Fiverr, Fiverr is also freelancing. LinkedIn, freelancing, develop Africa is part-time, this part-time, this part-time. Now, what type of work do I do here? This. Please don't mind me. Oh. This. No. So this is this like this. So we have the source, mode of work, type of work. Now, payment method. Now, this is- I want to add something. I want to add a number there. Now let's just put number there. Find a number to put. Now, this number I want to put there, I'm putting it with fit. So let's say Upwork. Monthly, I'm making this. This is what I want to be making per month and Upwork. And Fiverr, I'm making, yeah. Then LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn depend on slow weeks, month, fast months. So sometimes then develop Africa. Let me global. What I want to be making. So now we have this income source of income, we have source of income, then we have the budget now. Now we need to relate these two together. If you can, let me show you this. What we just did now, we've done this. We've created two related database. Now this is where we are now. We are going to add a relation. Once we add a relation, then we add roll-ups. Now, how do we add a relation? Now, the same way we have been adding. Una too like money. Una too like money. So the same way we have been adding these properties, that's the same way we are going to be adding what do you call it, relation. Now, what does relation do? Relation simply shows that okay, this is related to this. For example, I have particular amount of money that is coming in, but not all this money that is coming in. I don't touch all of them. There are specific money that I do like, okay, this I will use it for this I will use it for this I will use it for this I will not touch this. This will just be for solely this. So how do I now show that this is what I can use to do? Sorry, please, I just got carried away. So we are going to add relation here. I'm going to show you what relation do. Now, same property. I hope I'm not moving too fast. Please let me know if I'm not moving too fast. Great. So I have my relation here. So now once I add relation there, the first thing they're going to ask me that what database do I want to add, do I want to link it to? Do I want to relate it to rather? So we have budget here, we have income there. Now this database that we have here is budget. What we are going to be relating it to is our income because incomes budgets will come from income. So you relate your budget to your income like this. So you leave it as income. Now, they're going to ask you, do you want it to be limited? No, just leave it like that. Two-way relation, yes. I'm going to tell you the reason why we're having a two-way relation later. Now, that's what we have to do. Leave the name as budget, then add relation. Okay, did I just do it? Yes. So now this is the relation here. Are you following me? I hope I did not just do magic. Okay, how did I get to the relate part? Okay, let me undo. Okay, I should recap. Okay. Yes, delete property. So I'm going to delete property now. This, remember how we added properties in each section? That's the same way we're going to be adding property to this section. So please let me add this so that the screen is going to be larger than that. Great. So I'm going to click on this plus icon. Then you scroll down to look for relation. This is relation. What does relation do? As it says, connect database and mention database pages. Useful for connecting items across your workspace. Now, this is my budget. We have this is my budget. We have income beneath it. I want to relate my income to my budget. So I will know that this part of money, this is where I'm removing this from. You get me? So I click on relation. Now they are going to ask me that which database do I want to link it to? Remember, I told you that once you add a table to a page and you turn it from a page to a database, that page has automatically became a database. So now this is Notion validating that particular aspect. So they're asking that which database do I want to link it to? I want to link it to income database. So this limit, I'm going to leave it, not touching it. I don't want there to be any limit to it. Two-way relation, I'm going to turn this toggle on. I'm going to tell you the reason why I turn it on. Then leave this at this, then click on add relation and close it. Now we have relation here. See this icon that I see, this arrow that is moving to the far right of the screen. This arrow here that you see this arrow represents relation. Now I want to relate this monthly shares. This monthly shares, where I pick the money from is from, I can pick the money from either Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Develop Africa, CME. Now, this may be looking like magic to you, but you remember this. See, I linked this to this. Are you getting me? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ tẹ́ bá ń get mi ṣẹ́ gbọ́. Please let me know if you are getting me. So I will not, great. Okay, very good. Thank you very much for that. Now, somebody said no, but I'm going to come back to that later. So I'm glad that you people have gotten into this page. So once I click on this income, I want to relate my monthly shares to, yeah, no, let me put Upwork. So I'm going to relate it to Upwork. That means I have linked it to Upwork like that. My monthly shares has been linked to my Upwork income. That means that anytime I want to take my monthly shares, anytime I want to buy monthly shares from any company I wish to invest in that month, the money I'm going to be taking is going to be from Upwork. So if I want to make that 100K, or if I want to make sure that I have monthly shares this month, I have to work hard on Upwork. So that's the meaning of that. It shows that this is depending this monthly shares is depending on Upwork. Fine boy, come and pick this call. My mom is calling. Tell her that I'm busy. I will call her back when I'm done. So mm, if I want to buy monthly share, if I don't want this month to be void of investment, I have to make sure that I put in work on Upwork. So like this now, I can see that this is related to this. I have to work on this to be able to get this. Now, this aspect, this one, I cannot relate it to Upwork because sometimes Upwork can have a very slow month. So I have to just relate it to my stable source of income, which is this. I can relate to this. Yeah, exactly. Accountability. Yes, accountability. Yes. This thing that I'm showing like this, I've been doing this for since 2023 October. Since if you remember, I said it earlier on. I've been doing it since 2023 October. So it helps me to keep accounts of all my income. That's why at the end of every year, I know how much I've spent. I know how much went on this, how much goes on this, and how much I am making per year. If I'm making meeting my quota, or I just need to step up, etc., 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 like that. So now this house rent, now I can relate it to more than one. You get. So I relate this house rent to. So I usually relate it to which is this and this. So these two like this, they are relating to. If I want to pay my house rent, I must pay from these two places, either of this or this. You get that? Now this savings is from everything, all of them, all of them, all of them. One cannot afford to be too. Can we relate more than two database? I'm going to come back to that. Don't worry. Next question. Now, Upwork Connect is more. They say that over Abula Fisher Abula Leju. So the money from Upwork that we used to buy Upwork Connect. So you get more over Abula Fisher Abula Leju. Then books. Now books. Books is going to be from any of these places. But usually I prefer to pick it from this place. From this place. Now, gift free spending. Gift free spending. The only place I pick gift free spending is also from Upwork. So, so that means it shows that I have to work harder on Upwork to be able to pick gift free spending. Upwork and Fiverr rather, sorry. Forgot that. Yes. Now, cat food. Cat food. Well, cat food sometimes. Who's that? Cat food from LinkedIn. From LinkedIn. I don't stress myself so much. Gym subscription. No, no, no. Gym subscription is from this place and this place and this place. Two, three. Then loan repayments. I don't owe anybody, so I'm going to leave that for now. Electricity bill. Electricity bill. One. So you see, you can relate um more than one page. Remember that this we have a one, two, three, four, five, six. They are all different pages. So you can relate more than one page of source of income to or not to this thing that we have here. I don't like the way this is moving too fast. To this our budget here. So water, let me just select anything here. I'm just saying so that we can move on faster. Baby, rest your weary head on my shoulder. You were tough chef, so I pay you some dollar. Cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out. So now we just finished relation. Show that this has relationship with this. So do you understand what we mean by relation like that? Let me know if you understand, please. Great, 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 beautiful. Now we are moving on to roll-ups. To be showing you what I'm working on, we are moving on to roll-ups. This is what we are moving on to next. To another this roll-ups. We are going to use roll-up to show project status or task count. Now, I'm also going to add something to that our budget. That particular place that says status. Or should I add it to budget or okay? I think I should add it to income. The status. No, no, no. Budget will be good. Status is going to be have I spent this money on this? Have I invested it on this? Or done not done in progress. In progress is going to mean either either I'm supposed to simply please at the table on this. Okay. So moving on. Status. What's that status? Is what I want. This is the status I want. Yeah. The status is good. Let me leave this. Don't let us do this first. CD property. I want to show you that you don't understand relation part. Relation means linking one database to another database. Linking one database to another database. It's like saying see, you have week one, week two, week three, week four. Now you have to do week one and week two before you do week three. In a month we have 4 weeks. If week one, if you don't go through week one, you cannot enter week two or week three. That is how it is. So, yes, it is like mapping exactly. Yes. So now let's move on to roll up. Now, one thing you should know about roll up is that you cannot add roll up if you did not add relation to a particular database. So I'm going to add roll up now. Now, you will see what I'm saying now. If you do not add relation to a particular database, you cannot add roll up to that database. So now, because relation has been added here, we look at what it's going to select now. This is the type that we select, the type of property that we are using, roll up. The relation is what? Can you see? It's only show me income because that is where I have added relationship to. Are you getting that? You cannot add, okay, roll up is used to get the status, is used to calculate the number, used to get the status, used to get a lot of details about a table that you can bring it to a particular another type of table. Because for let's just take calculation. The calculation does not have to be in values. That it can be in alphabetical letters. It can be in numbers. It's just for bringing details from another table, another database that you have created to one database that you are working on, so that it will stop you from dilly dallying around two databases and having to multitask your brain that okay, I have to go to this, go to this, go to this, and just having to open multiple tabs. So that's what Rollup does majorly. But you will see it more in action. Explaining it does not do justice to it. So because I have added relation here to income, to the income table, that is why I'll be able to add that's why I'll be able to add roll up to income table. If I did not add relation to income table, or if I don't have relation to any of these people that we have here, database that we have here, I cannot have roll up. So that's that about that. So now I select, it's going to ask me that what do I want to relate it to? Income. I want the roll up to be related to income relation. Now that's one. Now if you see here now, it's going to bring all the roll ups that okay, this and this that bring all the details here. Now we don't want something like this because it is too much. What can we do is target property. What property are we targeting? Are we targeting the source? Are we targeting the amount? Are we targeting the budget? Are we targeting the mode of work or type of work? Now, I want us to target what can we target? What can we target? What can we target? Let me see. Project status or task count. Let us target amount. We are going to target amount. Now, for this amount, it's going to ask us that do you want to calculate? Do you want it to show the original value or should it show unique values? Or should it count all? If it counts, it's going to count the total number of pages, including blank pages. That's not what we want. If it counts okay, values, it's going to count this. These are not what we want, actually. What we want is to count, more option. It's for you to count the sum, average, median, minimum, maximum, and range. But what we're going to work now is we want you to count the sum. The sum of the amount that is spent on it. The sum of all the amounts. Come back here, let me show you. Oh yeah, roll down, roll down. Now it's going to bring the sum of all these amounts up here. Come and see. Remember, Upwork has how much that I want to be making on Upwork? 100K per month. Now, this is Developer Africa and RGG Incubator. Now, what this has done here is that it has calculated how much am I getting from Developer Africa, how much am I getting from RGG Incubator. So it has calculated everything like this. No, now it's also going to calculate how much am I getting from RGB Incubator from and Developer Africa. This roll up has just helped us to calculate the particular value of each item. Now, if I come here and I start removing one source of income from all this place, I leave everything to be one source of income. It's going to my head is paining me. It's going to bring the value of each source of income. Now let's change this roll up to something else. Let's remove it from amount to let me see. I think no need let us use stuff. Let us use mode of work. Now, mode of work. Now, we are not calculating the mode of work. We want you to show unique values. Now, see if you show original values. Let me just show you now. Mode of work. It shows that if I want to make my investment, I have to, if I want to invest in a particular month, I have to freelance other. If I want to, if I want to, if I want to make, if I want to make my, in that particular month, if I want to make my monthly shares, I have to freelance other. If I want to pay my house rent, I have to work this part time with the company I'm working with. If I want to buy up or connect, I have to freelance other. As you can see, so this is what now. This is too messy. This part that we have here is too messy. So you are going to move it to. Then this is something you may not be able to understand this thing as I'm saying it now. But one thing you should know is that after this class, just rest. Then maybe tomorrow on Sunday, instead of tomorrow on Sunday, you can just come back and watch it. You'll be able to get everything there. So instead of scrolling down to the income to get them exactly, you can roll everything up here right now. So now I don't want you to start showing that freelancing pattern. See, for example, now this one has more than one source of more than one income relation. Now it has shown everything like this. This is too long, it's messy. So what am I going to do is I can roll it up to show me the unique value. For example, now we have one, this one we have one, two, one, we have one, one, this is one, this is one, then this is the second one, one, this is one, this is one. Let me show you. Yeah? So we are going to edit the details of this property, edit property. Now, we want to calculate it. We don't want it to calculate, we want it to show unique value. Show unique values. Count unique values. Exactly. Now, as you can see, everything has been represented by number. It shows that this one has only one source of income. But if I want to make this, I have to work on one source of income. If I want to be able to pay into my savings, I have to make two sources of income, as you can see. So everything has been brought together. Roll up, that is what roll up do. Now let me add one other thing for you guys. Let me now add status. I'm going to use that status to move on to dependency now. The status that we are, can we have more than one? Of course, you can have more than one roll up. You can have as many roll up as possible because this roll up is actually linking to what is that? What did we link it to do? Let me see. This roll up is linked to mode of work. You can have roll up for this second table here. You can have the roll up there for type of work, for source of work, for amount of work, for the budget. Are you getting me? So that is that. Now let me add status. You have more than one roll up, of course. Depending. Next thing I'm moving up is dependency. So that's why I'm going to add status now. The status I'm going to be adding is the status that we add the previous time, which is this type of status, not started in progress done. We can also have this in, see, let me move it forward there. Yes. Baby, rest your you know where you bring me down, titanium, never bring down, down. Okay, status. Let me add status here so that we can be able to see it. The order does not matter. What matters actually is what I want you to see so that you'll be able to get it. Now, this is status, monthly shares. Now, this today is 31st of the month. So I've done past months now. I'm expecting some money from this month's work. So this monthly share is it has not been started yet. This house rent not started yet. This saving in progress. Upwork Connect. No, I bought Upwork Connect already. Bought it already. Books done. Merriment or outing. I was unable to go out this year. I just not started. Cat food. No, not started. I did not buy cat food this month. The next month. Gym subscription. That one is always constant. Loan repayments. No, not started. Remain there. Electricity bill in progress. Data subscription in progress. Mobile data, water done. Fuel done. Gas done. Foodstuffs done. Transportation in progress. Now, this status that I put here, don't worry about it. You might not understand it linking to this. Me too, I may not even understand it linking to this. But what I want to use this status to do is, like I said, dependency. I'm a student. So we have this status here like this. Now, I want you to know that this thing is dependent on I don't get. Now, I want to put it that this monthly shares is dependent on if I pay house rent and my savings. If these two have been balanced, then I can buy monthly shares. Because if I do not pay house rent, why will I buy monthly shares? It's not possible. I have to pay house rent first before I buy monthly shares. So it means that this monthly shares is depending on this house rent. That is what I want to do now. So we've created roll up, we've created um roll up relation. Next thing is next thing we are creating is what did I call it again? You are creating dependencies. Come to the property section too. Now you look for where they have dependencies. It should be somewhere around what are roll-ups used for. Okay. No, when you are done, now you explain it to me back. Wait, why is dependency not showing here? Okay, properties. Let me check under the properties. Sorry, my people, I have to check something. I want to know why dependency is not showing. Database. Wait, what happened to my dependency? Okay. Okay, I just remember now. I remember that I just created this Notion workspace, Notion account for this the sole purpose of this class. So that's why I can't find dependency. Now, one thing I want you to know is that this dependency, how it works is that if you're unable to add dependency naturally, if you come to this properties section and you're unable to add property, you can't find dependency here. See? You can't find dependency here. What you are going to do is click on this thing, the hamburger icon at the top of this, the table, the database that we have. Then you click on customize budget. See, you have dependency. Do you guess where how I came about this dependency? No. Okay. Okay. Now, normally, I've enabled dependency on what I've been using on my own personal Notion workspace. Even the template I asked to be sent to you, you will notice that there are dependencies there. You might not know, you will see I attach to them dependencies. Now, I want to add dependency here. How do I add it? I have to come under that saying this plus section. That's where you come to. Then search for dependency. Now, it is not here. How do we get it if it is not there? It's still same place that you are going to come to. Still, don't forget this three hamburger icon. This three hamburger icon is very, very important. Okay, not this one. I don't like the way this thing just move up and down, move up and down. So remember this hamburger icon. Then you come to customize budget. The reason why it's telling me customize budget is because of the title is budget. If I change the title from budget to run away, it's going to say customize run away. I'm going to show you what dependency do now. I'm going to show you what it does now. What it does, let me show you. See. So we are going to click on customize budget. Then we are going to add dependencies. So it has shown now that look at from this when you see now, it's going to tell you that this one, this task, this one is dependent on this one. If you do not do this one, you cannot do this one. That's the meaning of this thing that they're showing you like this. Turn on dependency. Meow meow. Great, 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 great. Now, now let's open one. Can somebody tell me which of these budgets should we open? Which of the budgets should we open? Let's pick one. Which of these should we open? Books, very good. You that you pick books, you go like, blog creator, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder. No wonder, no wonder. You go like book, I don't see. So now remember, these are all these things that we've added before. No, this is not supposed to add here automatically. So what property that do I want to add? I want to add dependency. Since I've enabled dependency in the settings, we are going to have dependency here. My chest is paining me. Omo. Okay, 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 okay. Now, for dependency to work, I have to add dates too. I think I forgot about that. So I'm not going to be adding dates to everything. I'm going to just add dates to maybe like the first 4 or 5. Because if you want dependency to work, you have to add dates to it. So that I show that by this time, I should have done this by this. Because this will be this one will be one this thing will be linking to another. Let me add this to it and show you. Just fine boy, come and give me water. 31. Fine boy, come and give me water now. Excuse me, give me about 3 seconds. So we're going to see So I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for the short commercial break. That is life, especially cold water. Mm-hmm. Sorry for that. I can't help it. So moving back to our date. Yeah, 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 I feel better now. Good. So I'm going to add random dates here. So I'm going to type them as end dates. Thank you, my people. Yes, water is life, oh, especially very cold water, which people in Lagos cannot have access to because their light is not stable. Ah, so follow me as I add this. So one, two, three, four, five. I've added this to this now. Now I want to see this. Ah, God, I miss when I was using a screen touch. So I want to say. Remember, I said earlier on the house save monthly share is depending on house rent and savings. If I do not have money for house rent and saving, I cannot buy monthly shares. It's somebody that have house that is living inside house that is going to remember to buy monthly shares. So I want to make sure that there will be a relation that is going to be linking that this monthly share is depending on this. So come and see. Now remember to use dependency, date has to be present. To use roll up, relation has to be present. To use relation, you have to have two database on the same page. Are you getting me? Now, there are some times when you don't need to have two data on the same page. You can have data on another page. You can link them, you can relate them together. But it is best to have them on the same page for easy readability. But once your workspace is becoming large, that is when you can afford to have more than one. You can have a lot of tables on different pages, a lot of database on different pages, then use relation to link them one after the other. So here we go. I want to make sure that okay, this is good. Don't move too fast. Don't move too fast. Uh-huh. Great. So let me relate this now. Is my screen this? Give me a second. Let me adjust the width of this screen. Control. Yes, this works better. Wait, I hope you can see it with the way I've reduced the screen. I reduced the font like this. I hope you can see. Let me know. Before I move on. Okay, very good. Thank you. So I want to relate. Let me move this forward there. Let me see. I want to relate. I want to. Okay. One, two. Can you hear now? So I was thinking about something. Yeah, I just zone off. So this now, in the instance I clicked on what do I call it? Create dependency, add dependency on in this place. When I came here and I click on customize budget and I enable dependency, it has already created blocked by blocking. Now, what it means is that this particular one that we have here, I want to do something. I'm going to delete this budget so that we can be able to see everything on the same screen. I don't like the way I'm scrolling left and right like this. Yeah, much better, much better, much better, much better. So the way what this thing has shown is that now let me explain again. The instant I enabled dependency on in this database, it has already created dates to show you that what I was saying earlier was true that you have to have a date in dependency. That's created the date, that's created that that's created another column that says blocked by and blocking. Now what this block by does is that if I add house rent to this place, come and see. I'm going to link it now to house rent. Okay, I'm going to link it now to house rent. I can link more than one, but let me link just one. Now, I have linked this. Yeah, I have linked house rent to monthly share. So if I did not finish, if I did not pay for house rent, I cannot buy monthly shares. Are you getting me? Now, once I click on done, blocking monthly. Mhm. So let me recap again. House rent is blocked by monthly shares. Upwork Connect, Upwork Connect is blocked by now. Upwork Connect is going to be blocked by let me put where's food now? Where is food? Okay, okay, okay. I just remember those ones that I don't have dates there, they're not going to show. So this proves can you see? These ones that don't have dates, they're not going to show. So if I did not pay for house rent, please be following me. I will explain what I'm doing now. Related to yes, limit, no limit, no relation. Good. So now let's link. What am I going to link? Let's link book. Book two has to be blocked by house rent because it is only somebody that have the house that is living under that can think of buying book. Forget about what motivational people are talking about. Don't mind it. If you don't have house, you cannot think of buying book. If you don't have where you are living in, you are living at a beach, you are not thinking of buying book. You are not thinking of how to make how to find ways to make money. So let's link book to house rent. So as it is like this, house rent has been blocked by book. That is why in under blocking like this, why you run you miracle? That is why under blocking of house rent, can you see that house rent is blocking two things now. It's blocking monthly shares and book. If I do not pay for house rent, I cannot I cannot buy books. I cannot do what? I cannot invest in my monthly shares. That is how dependency works. Dependency will let you know that this is what you are going to do. Now, you will not be able to see it clearly like this, but once once you enable once you move from this type of view, table view to timeline view, you'll be able to see it clearly. You see it linking, arrow linking one another. Let's move to that. Let me show you. layout, let's use timeline. Now, can you see? This is what I'm talking about. I need to check our this so I can know where we currently at. Okay, already independence. Okay, independence. Good, good. We're already independence. Okay. So this is it. Can you see now that this monthly share is linking to house rent and house rent is linking to books. So if because house rent is already at the front, it means that I have paid house rent. So this one that is depending on monthly share that is depending on house rent can be paid. This one that is also depending on house rent can be paid. Now I cannot say that since I have what is on my back here by me? Since this I want to move this now back here like this. Now tell me that can you see? It has automatically shifted monthly shares to the back that brother, why are you doing this? You have not paid your house rent and you want to pay monthly shares. It is not possible. You have to pay house rent first before you have pay monthly shares. If I move it back further again, it's going to drag some of them back. Can you see? Are you understanding it like that? So let me return it back to where it was before. So now we return the view back to table view. So that is basically what dependency does. As you can see here, we have it. Mami, where are you? Where are you? Come out. Baby, rest your baby head on my shoulder. You with substance so I bring some dollar. Cash out, cash out. If you got a ring, you never learn. So can you see? This is depending. Now let me pick another thing. Let's say mm, data subscription is going to block everything on this table. If I don't have access to data, if I don't have access to network, I cannot do anything here except transportation. But if I want to transport, where will I take money for transportation? So let me put data. Where's data subscription again? Oh, I can't find. Okay, this data subscription. What will you be blocking? Let me use it to block. Let me use it to block gas, monthly share, house rent, foodstuffs. Yeah, that's enough. Don't let me go so far. So, so now if as you can see, yes, this is data subscription. Data subscription is blocking this. Now, if I adjust this view back to timeline view, thank you. So here we are. Here we go again. Ah, my taste. What was that bit? Let me check. I have to check the bit. I didn't remember to keep it. Oh. So what date is this? I need to add dates. Sorry, I forgot. Let me add a date. Let me see. By 5th of this month, everything should have been set. Yes, everything should have been set. You will not be able to work. Fit is the best. I hope you are understanding what I'm doing here. This is not magic I'm doing it, Joe. Let me know if you are not understanding so I will not move too far before you call my attention back. So you see, now what can we use now? There's also one thing you can use, bro. What will I consider call it? Yes, also roll up. You can also use roll up dependency to show that this thing has started, not started, done, in progress, done. So I'm going to leave this to you guys to work on. So we are going to be moving on to our next this thing, which is this task and project tracking. Now, we are going to a bit confused here. Don't worry. We are going to create another thing from scratch. All of us are going to put it together from scratch. So what we are going to do. We are going to build a CRM. This is also what is going to be happening here. Blocking and block. Think about it the way it is, the way they wrote it here, blocked by and blocking. That means that anything that is belonging to this club, see this monthly share, is blocked by this thing that we have there. Monthly share is blocked by house rent. House rent is blocked by data subscription. House rent is blocked by data subscription. Now, for us to even be able to have house rent, we have to be able to wait. You have to be able to have data to access our internet. Are you getting me? Now, if you don't understand it in this use case, another use case is what we are creating now. So I want you to pay attention to what we are going to be creating now. We are going to create task and project tracking. We are going to set up task status to do, doing, done. We are going to add due dates, create a Kanban view for task. When they mean Kanban view for task, it just means a dashboard where they can see the task that has been done, task that is in progress, task that has not been done at all. That's what they just mean by Kanban view. Then we group by person and by project. So I don't want us to use the same database that we have been using already. So I'm going to create another one now. Come here, add a page. So the assignment I'm going to be giving you today is going to be on building either a CRM, a social content bot, or tracking deliverables. So I want you guys to be able to work on that. So this thing that I'm going to be creating, I want you to please pay attention to it. You see that our time is fast spent already. We know start earlier. So, and I'm going to let you know that I'm going to take a little bit of your time, so maybe just 10 to 15 minutes to make up the one that we're able to do at first. So here we are, tax and project tracking. Tax and project tracking. Remember, add icons. You can leave it. You can add any icon that you want. Let me add issue. Issue is fine. Remember, this shoe does not relate to you to it is depending on you. I just add this shoe for you to know that you can add anything you want there. Now you can add picture here or whatever, you can leave it like that. Add cover, let me add cover. Now, what do we do first? Now that we want to set up, let me show you what we are going to be setting up. This is what we are going to be setting up. Set up tax status to do. So I'm going to copy this and send it to the chat so I can be taking a look at it. So you can be following me. So in case I miss something, I know add it, you call my attention to it. So set up task status to do done. What we are going to create is first a table. Remember we create this table. Create this table like this, then you turn it to a database. Let me leave it as this. Is it following me? Project tracking. Project title. I'm going to change this column to assign to change property to person. With no limit to four. Now I added this. I used the default title because I'm the only one in this workspace. So instead of me to be clicking on click one, then add the person, click one, add the person, click one, add the table. The title is at the right place. Assign to. Then what are we doing? Status, add status. That is not at the right place. I think it's your network. So I can first we have to use what we have here to do, doing, done, to do, do, do. This is going to be in red, doing, green, yellow, done. Done should be in green. Beautiful. Yeah. Everything is going to the default is going to be to do to do. The next thing we're going to be adding is to do, doing, done, add due dates. I'm going to add due dates. So I'm going to spread this date, due dates, not a column with hours. If he tells you that she love you, love you, love you, and he never let you go, never let you go. She tells me that she loves you, and he never let you go. Please be paying attention. Yes, be paying attention to what I'm doing. So next thing we are going to be adding is show how to group by person or project. Now, this is a simple project. This is a simple project status. Emerald, this CRM from scratch. Um, to channel service to X. Let's make the model so this is we have a simple project track here. This is the first project. This second, these are task. This is a project. This is a project. This is a task. This is a task. But let's leave it as it like this. What else are we going to add? Add due date, yes. Show how to group by person or project. Now, how do you group now? Remember what I told you about the other day? Grouping. I've taught you how to use filter. Now let's group. How are we going to group? We are going to group by, let's group by dates. You can group by due date. So this shows that it has been grouped in for the next 7 days. This with next 30 days. Let me change the grouping method. So we can hide. I hope you remember how we came about this grouping the other day. Good, very good. So now the default that Notion picked for me was next 7 days, next 30 days. But we can change it. We can change it. Group by due date. Yes. Group by due date. Date relative. We can pick it to be day, week. Hmm, Pick it that way. So as you can see now, we have 1, 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks there. 1, 2, 3, three separate weeks. So if I enable this, I think it has already worked for me already. All our weeks will be separated into three sections. I don't know why Notion just like creating something entirely different when I'm creating something. So I need to delete this one. No, I'm not going to straight myself. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3. This and this they occur in the same week. This one occur in another week. This one also occur in another week. Now we can also move from this due date to what can we group by? What can we group by? By status. Yes, let's group by status. Status to do now. The default method is that it's going to hide this ones. So you have to click on hide because once I do not click on hide, what will happen? It's only going to show everything that is to do because everything is under to do. Now, let me see. Okay, this one in progress, doing. This one too, doing. Can you see that it is disappearing already? We only have to do here. Now it's like we don't know where the rest has gone to. The reason why it is happening is because the other types of grouping that we have enabled here, they are hidden. So you have to enable them. You have to remove this plus icon away from the eye icon so that you can be able to see them. So as you can see, it has grouped them in different sections. So we have one project table, but they have been grouped. We can also group by the person that it is assigned to. Have a look at it here. So you can group by the person that it is assigned to, as you see. Everything is also assigned to the same person. So everything is going to be shown. All of them are going to be shown under one person, as you see. So let's go back to the one that's going to show us variations. Hmm. What am I talking about? Status. So we have to do, doing. Now, if I move on from to do, doing to done, let me see, okay, done. As you can see now, we have three separate groups. So that is how you group. This is a project tracker. This is a simple project tracker. Now, if you can open each page to add more details about the project to it, like anything that you want to write, stuff like that. Or if you need to add another database inside that particular page, you can put it there. So that is how you create a simple project tracking database on Notion. The next one is what? Yes, yes, yes. So let me return everything back to normal. Remove grouping. So I've removed group and everything is normal back now. Now I want to add a table that we call task. Let me add it in it. I hope you are following me. These are things that we've done before. That's why I'm not talking when I'm doing it. So task. The first task is going to be, according to the one that is currently doing, building CRM from scratch. Get materials needed. Get materials needed. Now this one I'm going to create. I'm going to create. Now I'm going to relate it to which one to this. So now what I see. Project tracking. Now somebody asked me that can they relate to more than one? Yes, you can relate to more than one. You can relate to this one, then you create another column to relate to another thing that you want to relate to. So that is that project tracking. So this get material needed. I need to show that you are what the material that I want to need is for what? Is for building CRM from scratch. So you see, now we've related this to this now and get material needed. Now I need to add another one. After getting material needed, collect data from each CSU. Also going to be leading to build CRM from scratch. Now we need to add dependency on this. This one will be depending on this. Before I move to let me add one more thing. Start building. Start building. Now we have three tasks here that are all relating to this. Start building. Now once you click on now this one now this that they are not really we not arrange them. We just let me do something. If I start talking. As you can see now, they are arranged in different they are arranged in many order. Now if you send this to somebody, now they can see get materials needed. Yes, they will, okay, this one is the first one. Start building, second one. Collect data from lead CSU, third one. But now, when the person start building, I see that some things are missing. The reason why we will know that this one is not supposed to be here is because you were here when I was building it. Now, if you want to send it to somebody, that they need to know that this is not the next step, this is the next step, this is first, second, third step. That is where you're now going to add dependency. Now, for us to add dependency, we have to add dates. Dates. The due date for this is, let me adjust this date first. This CRM from scratch. Let me put July 30 there. So that's the due date. So this gets material needed. Today then is going to be between, let me put it in next week Monday. Yeah, get material needed. Then this collect data, we put it at 1, 2, 3. Then put it there. Then this build CRM from scratch. Then start building. It's going to be June 30. As you can see now, see that the dates are not arranged the way they're supposed to be arranged. Now, because this thing is just one, we just have 1, 2, 3 items on this screen in this database. We're not going to have much. much problem with it because you can see, okay, this one is supposed to be the first, this one is supposed to be the second, supposed to be the third. Now, in the case where you have 20, 30. I've worked with database where we have close to 50 tasks on a page and they were not well arranged. So it was the saving grace was dependency. There was a time when Notion had not even integrated dependency. Then you have to be doing arrange, descending order, ascending order, arrange the task done, task not done. But this you can even leave it like this and just add dependency. Once you add dependency, you know that you cannot continue to this one except this one and this one are done. Now let me add it here. Have a look at it. Okay. Now remember what I said earlier on. You have to enable dependency. Okay. You if you want to add dependency on this database, you have to enable it here. If you want to add dependency on this database, you have to enable it here. So once you add it here, you are going to enable it here. Customize task dependencies. Shift and maintain time between. Turn on dependency. Great. So we have blocked by and blocking. Now, for those people that say they don't understand what blocked by and blocking means, now this is it again. Now, if I put this one, this start building has to be blocked by. This start building has to be blocked by this and this. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? For those that say they did not understand what dependency mean, are you getting it now? But now, remember I said that, can you see, you have to look at the date. This is the first task, second task, third task. And you have to do it in this way for you to be able to progress positively on this one. Now, if you are sending this to somebody and this date and this tax table has many tax lists that are supposed to be done there, me as a person, I don't like scrolling up and down. That's the reason why I haven't had to reduce my screen front like that. You can see. So the best way to make it easy is to use this dependency feature. It makes it easy one. It also makes you realize that you cannot work on this except this is done. So now this is supposed to be the last task. This will be the second one. So this one will be blocked by collect data list from CSU. Collect data list from CSU and also what get materials needed. So can you see now? Automatically it will fill in blocking. It will tell you that this one, this get material is blocking this one. This data CSU is blocking this one. As you see, collect data list from CSU is blocking start building. Get materials needed is blocking start building. Start building is blocked by get materials needed. Start building is also blocked by collect data from lead CSU. Now, this is the first task. This is the second task. For the table to be complete, we have to add that this one is blocked by this one. If you do not do this one, you cannot move on to this one. There are some people that they like to skip steps, they like to skip process. So once you add that this one is blocked by this one, they know that they have to do this one before they can do this one. So now let's do that. This one will be blocked by what collect data from lead CSU will be blocked by what? I want somebody to tell me the answer in the comment section. Collect data leaks from CSU will be blocked by. Is it start building or get materials needed? Very good. Thank you. Now you guys are following me. Thank you very much. Get materials needed. So as you can see, it has automatically added like this now. Get materials needed is where is it? Collect data from this CSU is what? Is blocked by get materials needed. Can you see that block get materials needed is not blocked by anything? It's the only one, it's the one that is blocking others. So you can see the first task is not going to be blocked by anything, and the last task is not going to be blocking anything. So that is how dependency works. Do you understand what dependency is now? Very good. That is what dependency means. Now, this is what did we add here? I can't remember what we added. Okay, we added relation here. We added relation. This one is related to this. This is related to this. Now let's now do one small little trick, which is grouping. How are we grouping by? Are we grouping by task? So everything now has been grouped. I want you to pay close attention to this. See, remember that we link this to this one. So because we link that to that, very good. It is already 10 o'clock already. You see, this, they have not been linked to anything yet. They are still standing alone as their project project tracking. As you can see, they don't have any task beneath them. That is why this is telling you no task. Are you getting? Do you understand this section? Please, I want feedback. Do you understand this section? Okay. Okay. You don't understand it. Okay. Let me undo Control Z. Now, as you remember, when I added relation here, I added that this one is related to this one. This build CRM from scratch is related to all these tasks that we have here. All these tasks that we have here, all of them belongs to build CRM from scratch. So I want to group this particular table, this particular project by task, by the task that they have under them. So what do I do? I come to group by task. So it's not telling us that this one, they don't have any tasks yet. The ones that have tasks, here they are. See, this one have one task. This one, this is the first task. This one, this is the second task. The same one, that's the third task. Have you seen now? When we add dependency on it, dependency has helped it to automatically update that yes, this one will go first, this one go second, then this one will go third. Can you see? This is task one, task two, task three. Project. This is the same project. Task one, project one, task two, project one, task three, project one. Do you get? Now, if I create another table for pitch a retainer service to X, let me do that. Let me remove the grouping. Remove grouping. Now, have you seen? Now, I want to create another table that's going to be pitch a retainer service to X. Name, video tracking. I have to relate it to come back up with. So I have to create another where's it? Now remember, I want to build another table that I'm going to build. I'm going to come and relate it here. Now, if you look here, it is not here yet. So let me create it now. I'm coming. But I just need to check something. Yes. Teach a service to X. No, you can't do more than one relation in one column. In one column of a particular database. It will just stop moving up and down. Shall we? Those of you call, okay, I'll manage this. So, mm, what else? So I'm going to write. Mhm. Project tracking, add relation. What project are we linking it to? Linking it to pitch retainer service to X. This one too. Pitch retainer service to X. Pitch retainer service to X. Do you get how I got to this particular place? You can do more than one relation in one part in the same database for different columns. So pitch a retainer service. I've already deleted this particular task that I created now to this one, to this table, to this whole table. Then I will now select the item from that table that this task belongs to. So that's that. Then the next thing I'm going to create is due date so that we can be able to use dependency. Now this due date, let me pick a date. Let me pick a date. Let me pick a date. Now the first date is going to be 16 year. Next one is going to be 4. And the other one is going to be around 30 rats. This was going to be the first. Now I just this scatter. No, there won't be any problem actually. There won't be any problem. For 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 proper labeling reason, I feel what you just said. But me, I'm used to this. But if you are creating it for clients, you will not use task. You have to um you have to differentiate. For example, this is going to be under, let me see. The first one that we did was build CRM from scratch, right? So build CRM task, good. Then each each single task. So this will secure our edit for now. Then we move on to after the due date, then we move on to dependency. Remember, dependency will not be enabled by default. So you have to enable it under after you click on this customized pitch container text, add dependency. Now, let me show you something. Shift only when dates overlap means that if see as it is like this now, the way it is shifting, if this date and this date they overlap, it's going to shift it instantly. But if you leave it as shift and maintain time between items, that means if you select that, the first item is supposed to occur on the 7th. The second one is supposed to occur on the 8th. The third one is supposed to occur on the 9th. If you shift the one in the middle from 8 from 8 to 9, the one at the front will move back one day. The one behind, the one at the end too will move back one day. If you shift anyone, the amount of days you use to shift in, maybe forward or backward, is going to affect the first and the second, and the first task and the last task if you move any one of them. So that is what this work. So if you click on do not automatically shift, that means it will not shift it, it will just leave it the way it is. So you get me? So I want to leave it as this because we are doing freestyle for now. So dependency has been added, blocked by. Now I did this so that I'll be able to explain the blocked by and blocking one last time. So that if you do not get it the first and second time I explain it, you'll be able to get it now. So this cannot be our first, create a sample, this cannot be our first item. The first thing has to be that you have to ask particular question. Have ask basic question. Let me this date is to is 16 or give me a second. 16 4. Yes. Now it's almost time to be rounding up. It's almost time to be rounding up, so we'll be done soon. Create a sample for them to know what you can do. Now that's not going to be the first one. This is supposed to be the first one. Ask basic questions. You have to do finding. If you want to pitch a retainer service to somebody, you have to the person has to be engaging, giving you works like maybe 1 month, 2 months, sometimes 3 times in a month, or But for you to have a steady income, you want to pitch a retainer service, which is something I usually do. If I say that this client they something that they need, this is what I usually do. So what the first step I usually do is I ask basic questions. So this is the first step. Now the first step is ask basic question. It's not going to be blocked by anything. Remember, the first item will not be blocked by anything. It will be the one to do the blocking. So what is it blocking? What is pitch ask basic question on how often they need this service block. It is going to be blocking this. Ask if they have a particular template and create a sample. Ask if they have a particular template, create a sample. So I cannot work on this first and this last, this one and this one until I work on this one. As you see, look at it here. Create a sample for them to know what you can do. Okay. Due date 3:30. But what it is being blocked by ask if they have a particular template and create a sample for them to know. No, something has mixed up here. Sorry, sorry, that people. Something just got mixed up. I don't know why this thing is being like this. Create a sample. Ask if they have a particular template. This one will be blocked by this one. You have to ask if they have a particular template before you create this one. And you also have to ask basic question before you even ask this one. So this one will be blocked by this one. Ask basic question. So like this now, you cannot do this one except you do this. This cannot be done except you do this. This is being blocked by this. Are you getting it? Are you seeing the relationship? That's how dependency work. Once you open it like this, you just see blocked by blocking. Okay, I cannot work on this. I cannot work on this because it is blocked by this. Okay, that means I have to work on this before I work on this. So if you click on this, it's going to take you directly to this page of this. Which one is this one is going to be blocked by after the particular template. Sorry. After they have a particular template, then create a sample for them. So you see now, the first item will not be blocked by anything. Do you understand what just happened now? Very good. Also remember, the first item on the task will not be blocked by anything. The last item on the task list will not be blocking anything. So that is how dependency work. Dependency is as easy as that. Now, that is that. We've covered everything we needed to cover today. So since somebody will be giving you now, there are also automations There's the use of AI. You can, for example, now I can add this, let me just give you this before I go. I can decide to add a block here that says summary. Hmm. I want to add summary. Now, this is not the summary. There is a section for add the summary here. You can there's a particular option that allow you to enable AI to generate a summary for you. So let me see if it's where is my summary again? I've lost it. Okay. Can you see this is the option to ask AI to do anything? So you can ask AI to write a summary there. So AI is going to read it for you, then over create a summary for you. Can you see? So you can choose to discard, accept, insert below, or try again. So I'm just going to accept it like this. So as this like this, AI has given us the summary of everything that we have on this place. Now, what I did with this that the other time, I'm going to group this now. I want to group it by task. Where do we group by task? Now, what's the magic happen? So, as you see, everything has been grouped by their task. So, this is how you build a basic this thing for how you build basic project tracking and status this thing. So it is what did I call it the other time? Kanban, yes. This is what they call Kanban. In case somebody just ask you that, can you build a Kanban view on Kanban code on Notion or anywhere? This is what they call Kanban. It's just a database that showcase visually the managed task, projects, and how you can move through them. Different state of completed this using drag and drop. See, I can drag this and drop it here. Drag this, move. I can drag anything to drop anywhere. Once I drag anything anywhere, it will automatically have the data from that place in that place. So that is what they call Kanban. This thing that we have here is the Kanban board, your project board. It is intuitive. You can do anything you want with it. You can move anything, you can edit anything, you can add anything, you can move anything. That is basically what Kanban is. Where do I have my sticky notes? Okay. So we've basically done this. We've basically covered all this already. Now, okay, triggers. Let me should I end the should we end the class or should I touch on this these 2 years? We should continue. Okay, I should touch it. Okay. I won't take much of our time. I didn't know it's going to take this long, yes. Okay. So I'm going to mention I'm going to show you triggers. Those
Can you
are
hear
the
me?
most important those are very important. Let me show you how to do triggers. I'm just going to mention it with just light touching stuff like that. No, not too much, nothing too much. But if you notice the particular meeting I sent, I asked them to send to you. There's a button that once you click it, you take it to another page. Yes. So you can do it here now. These are these are things that you can add. This is Asana. I work with Asana, so I can link Asana and this thing together. You can link Google Docs. This is just new. As a matter of fact, I'm even just saying this. You can link Google Docs. Yeah, I'm familiar with this. I'm familiar with this. This one, I'm familiar with this too. So you can link Google Docs here. You can create something that will trigger something to do this, to do that for you. So let's create something here. Bam 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 bam. advanced block button. Let's create a button. Let us create a button. Now, this is the new button. Let's title it open, open, what is that first page? Oh? Open, write a pitch. Open, what should I ask it to open? Okay, let me look for something that doesn't have a long title. Start building, open, start building. Don't worry, I'll show you everything. Okay, I should open my LinkedIn. Okay, okay, button is clicked. So now, this is, now it has said that once button is clicked, what should happen when button is clicked? I can ask it to insert a new block, or I can ask it to add a page to a particular page that has been created before, or if you edit page if you edit page in stop, send notification to. Are you seeing these are the automation that we are talking about? These are the automation that we are talking about. Once you click on that button, either it can send notification to. I don't want to take our time, so I'm going to be also briefly. Send notification to specific people. So who do you want to send notification to? Anybody that is there. Can you see? The amount of people that we have here, they are going to receive the notification. So if your boss say that I need you to set up something that if somebody click it like this, it's going to send notification to, and if somebody click this page, like it's going to send notification to me. So you just click on it like button is clicked. Do delete. Let me add one action. When button is clicked, send notification. Send notification to who? To one, two, three, to a lot of people with this message. How are you today? Let's try with that. Add action. You can also add another action to it too, that even after this notification, even after this person has been clicked, you can have series of action that it will trigger a lot of action, not just one action. You can ask that it has page, why it will still send notification. You can ask that it will still show confirmation, or you can ask that if you open webhook, open page form or URL. Now let me put it here. Select page. I'm not sure if I'll be able to put page here because I just remember something. This is not Notion. This is not premium Notion for premium Notion. So the only page is going to be allowing me to open is, I think it's just all the pages that are available in Notion. It's not going to allow me to open in that page. It's not going to allow me to open in that page. So if you have Notion, you'll be able to. If you have Notion premium, you'll be able to open this. Once I click on add action, see, as you can see, they ask me to upgrade to plus, send webhook, or send Slack notification, or send mail. So these are the automation that I can work with. You can also trigger it to open another page, open page form. Now you can, if you have created the page that this page has links to my website, you can, let me show you something. I don't want to be creating one, two, three, four, five, six, because it's going to be taking a lot of time. Baby, I got it. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Please, yeah. Okay. Now This is a portfolio that I created. It's live on this portfolio I created with Notion. I don't remember when I last updated this particular one. I think I created it now. So as you can see now, so I have created a page already, and the page is titled. Come here, come here, come here, come here. No, I'm looking for a particular one. I asked to be sent to you. Where is that template? Template, template. I think this is it. This is it. Okay, this is it. This is what has to be sent to you. Now, if you scroll down, and you see, this is the button I added here. Once I click on this button, it's going to ask me, you will be this, you'll be directed to another Notion page. Are you sure you want to continue? Now, you click on continue button. Now, once you click on continue, it's going to take you to a page where all my social media handle are. Can you see? Social media profile. Now, we can also do that here, but if I do it here, it's going to be taking our time. So you can send notification to specific people. Let's change the action that we have here now. Show confirmation. This confirmation is the same thing that happened when I clicked on my own. So this is are you sure you want to continue? Continue, cancel. So that is that. That is basically about adding buttons to Notion. Now, yes, I know that your battery is low. Don't worry. I will be done soon now. It will not be Notion if I do not touch this. Uh, I've already shown you new entry. I've already shown you status thing. Now, auto email calendar sync. I think I've touched everything there. I think I touched everything. Yes, yes. You can add images, you can add videos, you can add audios, you can add a line of code, you can add files, you can add web bookmarks into this. If you are part of my followers on Twitter or X, once in a while I do create Notion templates to send for people to use. That has all of these things. There are people that are willing to learn. They can just take it to learn, and it's for free. So these are the things that you can do with Notion. Table of contents. Now, if you have used Google Doc before, you'll be able to use table of contents. This. Now, these are things you can add, embed, Google Drive, Tweet, GitHub, a lot of these things that you can add there. But I don't want us to go that now. So you have to go on your own and learn this item. Because it's only a little that somebody can teach you. They cannot teach you everything. You have to go the extra now to learn all this stuff. So with that, we have come to the end of today's class.